Accessibility in the news, it started as a way to educate myself on the accessibility industry. And so as I started to do more and more research, I thought, hey, this would be a good way to share information, because I can't be unique in the sense that only I could benefit from the information. So I started to push it out to a very small group of people in the industry who I thought would be interested in hearing about it. And it has steadily grown from the standpoint of people looking for more information related to Section 508 and 504 and Title I, Title II, and Title III of the ADA. So it kind of took on a life of its own from the standpoint of, what were other people looking for. At first it was just to educate, train myself, similar to the DNA of MicroAssist, and then it kind of grew from there. It's subscriber led at this point, because I do get information from a variety of different sources, as far as people giving me links and articles that they thought would be interesting to share. And so I do it on a curation basis. This is all content that's coming from a variety of different sources, and I'm agnostic to sources. It could be anything from the New York Times to the Washington Post to Huffington Post to Canadian news, UK news, and a lot of different sources in Qatar and in India. And so it's really related to the topic in the industry that I think would be beneficial to all of the readers. We have a variety of different topics within it, as far as conferences and training and webinars. And then an area that a lot of people find interesting is the job opportunities at various companies and agencies across not just the states, but different countries. We've also expanded it from the standpoint of tips, whether they be hotel tips as far as TripAdvisor questions to technology-based questions, kind of Q&A of what programmers and developers are seeing or experiencing, or some questions they might have as far as problems or issues that they're encountering, that they're kind of tossing it out there. And then, the training aspect of it, that again goes back to the reason I started it. So having various conferences and symposiums and webinars across the world is certainly important to a lot of people in the industry. And then just the national and international coverage, which has been pretty expansive. As you see, week to week, it changes from the different topics. And the various countries that I've been covering, of course, the United States, Canada, India, New Zealand, Australia, UK, Africa. So it really depends on where the news is coming from and what the topic of discussions are within the different articles. You can go online to our site, do a search by term or by word, get a pretty good understanding of how many hits that we have on our website, which is fairly substantial at this point. So it's a real good repository of archived articles. And that way, if you have to do some quick research, there's a lot of information that's out there. And it's kind of one-stop shopping for anybody who wants to stay current on accessibility.